Well, hello, my crafty friends. I am so glad you are here with me this evening. I am trying Facebook as well tonight. I've got my tea here. Trusty Fred gave me a cup of tea. There he is, Mr. Fred. So glad that you were here. I'm going to put him on camera so we can say hello to his Hawaiian shirt. There he is. And there's my tea and all my good stuff there. Let me take that one out. Hi, Fred. That's a very good looking Hawaiian shirt tonight, my love. There we are. Beautiful flowers behind me. Oh my gosh, Tyra, you are so right. Good eye. Look at these. So these were a gift from the good folks at Michael House because I was the keynote speaker at their Celebrate Spring event this past weekend. And oh my gosh, did we have so much fun doing it. I was supposed to speak for 30 minutes, but I spoke for 36. They let me have extra time. It was going well. But look at these. Look at the size of these pussy willows that are in here. Oh, Claudia, I missed you guys too. I just wasn't sure if I had just spent too much energy this weekend, lost my voice, or if I had something going on. But let me tell you, and Claudia, we're going to talk about how cool and big this thing is. We're going to trade. We're going to be good. Look, but aren't these beautiful? And I got to tell you, this time of year, my house fills up with flowers because Fred knows flowers are my love language. So flowers for my birthday, flowers for Easter, flowers for spring, and just incredible stuff. But I love my love language is flowers. So Mapleton Acres is north of Fergus, and they did a booth at the Celebrate Spring for Michael House this past weekend. And so as a speaker, they gave me this gorgeous bouquet. And I just love so much of the purples. Okay, let's set some intention for tonight. But first, let me turn off this thing that is scrolling along the bottom here and tell you guys, you know how busy I have been. We have had the Michael House keynote that I just talked about, which was all about creativity being part of our vitality and being an essential part of self-care. I did a talk at Create and Inspire for Scrapbook and Cards today in Markham, and that was incredible and wonderful. Got to meet some of my heroes, Catherine, who runs and owns the magazine and the event company, and it's just incredible business. Welcomed me into her fold. I got to meet Gina Kay that I love, and Jen Shirkus, and Andrea, and Becky, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Kim Krusty. And then this past weekend, I was at I wonder what the closed caption will say for that last bit just now. I'm sorry. Let me try that in English. I have been talking all weekend. And so I had a crop today that I was supposed to go to with my girlfriends like Claudia and just couldn't get there. I missed it today because I was a little afraid that when my voice was giving out and the tickle in the back of my throat might actually be something. I don't know. Hopefully I feel good. I look pretty okay. So hopefully I kept all my Germans at home. Oh my gosh, Andrea, I think I'm okay. I'm not going to strain tonight. I'm going to go slow. Look, I've got my baby little sidekick with me. We are going to cut out 1 million pieces of things. Lisa, my other flowers from Lisa are here. So enjoy this arrangement that Lisa has designed for me because tomorrow she and I are switching them out so that next week, which by the way, will be my 100th video next week. Lisa's got a different arrangement that we're going to use for my 100th one as well tomorrow. So as we get there, let's set an intention for tonight. So throughout the new year, what I have been doing so far, and I guess are we kind of 16 weeks into the new year or something like that? If anybody knows in the chat, please tell me how many weeks the new year has been going on. But every Monday when I live stream here, 7 o'clock Eastern time, it's all about community. And I have been setting intentions just to kind of bring us into a space to say, hey, this is for you. This is just something for fun. I really believe that creativity is an important part of our self-care, is an important part of our vitality. And I am going to just light this candle as we intend for video 99 to be just fine. And for everybody who might be suffering from any germs or colds or anything, that they all feel very, very much better soon. So this is my French lavender candle. And I just want the intention to be there that we're community, we're well, we're creative, and this is going to be a fun hour. I'm so glad that you're spending this time with me. All right, let me put this over here. Because as we all know, flames and paper, not going together. That's not what it is. Fred made me a lovely cup of tea. We have sincerely retired our Christmas mugs. I put away the Christmas Village last week. You may remember if I told you that. But yes, when I came to doing YouTube videos this past September. So that was September, October, November, December, January, February, March. And now we're here in April. So we're seven months into this. I have done 90, tonight included, 99 videos. And the reason that the 100 videos, which will be next Monday, is such a milestone to me is that all of the experts that I have met in the YouTube world of how to be a YouTuber and all kinds of great stuff here, teachers who love to share their crafts, have said, until you have done 100 videos, you don't even need any advice because you won't have a clue what you're doing or what you need to know. And were they ever right? And I think their intention was, listen, go try, practice, see what you like, see what you don't like. There are lights and cameras and microphones and more lights and other things like when the window's open, it changes the light and all kinds of stuff like that. Plus there's chats, there's what I'm doing actually in front of the camera, all of these things. And I will tell you, I am just skimming the surface. I am hardly even comfortable yet. So 100 videos is good advice from all those people. I thought they were crazy. I thought I was going to be like, no, I'll do 3 and I'll know what I'm doing. I'll be 5 and I'll be an expert. Not true. So 99 videos tonight is just fine. And next week, I hope you will join me and bring your friends to celebrate 100 YouTube videos that I have posted since I started my channel. And feel free to go back and watch some of the other videos there as well. Now, one thing that I am not sure if I have done correctly is stream this to my Facebook. So if you happen to be watching on Facebook, I usually can tell when I'm using my software here, but I don't see anybody on Facebook. So if you happen to be watching on Facebook, I would really love it if you could put a comment in the chat. If you're on YouTube, just go ahead and keep talking and chatting with me as well too, because I am not 100% sure if I did it right because it's only video 99 and I don't know anything yet. So hopefully you're watching on Facebook as well too. Got my big cup of tea here because my voice has been strained. This past weekend at Scrapfest, which was incredible at the Odd, the good folks at Papercrafter's workshop, who I love so much, invited me to come and host the make and take counter. And my good friend Janet, I wish I could put these pictures in my computer so I could show them. Janet was one of the first people that ran over to me and we did a make and take together. And it was so good, Janet. I will share the pictures with you for sure because we are cute, sister. We are cute. I got a great one of you and me. Claudia, I got a great one, I think, of us. And then maybe Michelle, like some great pictures. I will definitely share them. Not tonight, somewhere on Instagram probably, because they're my phone. This is my computer. I didn't think of it until right now. I'm so glad. It was so much fun. And I think we did 130 make and take cards. So that's me teaching 4 people at once simultaneously at a counter in a trade show while all kinds of crazy things were going on in a great way. Scrapbookers, card makers, all kinds of paper crafters. And I think I can teach that card in my sleep, but I think I strained my voice. The following day, I went and talked about to the same space, but went and talked to everybody about the Creative Card Share, which we've just closed registration for this spring version. This one is going to be a friendship theme one, and it was a lot of fun. Suzanne, you could not be more correct. It was a lot of fun to be with my tribe, people that I love, the food trucks. Not a bad ad. I'm going to tell you, the food trucks are pretty good. I have never had a grilled cheese sandwich with pickles sliced into the inside of the sandwich. It was really quite a treat. I'm telling you, a lot of fun indeed. So one thing I'd like to do before we get making our card tonight is show you a couple of things. I love to do happy mail. Hang on, I think I even have a wonderful El Hola, my sweet girl. I can't wait to see you, Miss Kiara. I think I have. Let me see if I have this. Let's see. Okay, we did our intention. Oh, so friends, you guys know how much I love happy mail. It's why I created the card share. It's why I love doing cards and mailing them out to people. I am as ecstatic. This is my AI's version of me going to the mailbox to get a piece of mail that's my own personal card, or a card coming from somebody. It's a very funny picture of me, but I like flowers. I like dresses. So I think my AI did pretty good making that picture. It's clearly a cartoon. We're all clear on that, right? That's not a photograph. Okay. So, but I want to show you some cards that I got this week. Now, last week I did show you, if you look above my shoulder, right about here, was a card from Kim that was just absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure. So if this is a repeat, forgive me, but look at the envelope it came in. This envelope has been sitting on my desk all week, and I am going to make an envelope like this for a live stream. This is just so fun. I'm like, I can stencil these colors. I think I can make this happen. So Watch for this in a future one. That was from Kim for my birthday. This card just came today, and this one came in person. So my friend Sarah is a beautiful card maker. She teaches me all kinds of lovely stuff. So see on her back here, it says handmade by SJ. Instagram is Sarah Newbigging, and it's got her number on it as well too. And that is an Instagram handle that I should put in there so you can get that. Sarah, if you're watching, I love it. I love it. So Maud, Fred, is that what my grilled cheese sandwich was? Hey, Fred, if you have a second and can come get this card from me, then you can type in Sarah's Instagram handle because you guys want to see her cards. They are so very funny, so very neat. So look at this one. It's interactive. So on this little card, can you see that? It's a little toilet paper. And then when you pull out the little toilet paper, it says, I stinking love you. She's very funny. She just recently did a series of cards with a 4-letter word that I can't show on YouTube. But anyway, so she made this beautiful little card for me, brought over because she made a pre-order from the Papercrafters workshop that you could pick up at Scrapfest, but then couldn't get to Scrapfest. So I had to show my ID to prove who I was, even though I'm their friend. It's good to have procedures that are standard, friends. Anyway, so Sarah brought me this little thank you card for picking up her product there. That was great. Now, my girlfriend Shelly, do you guys remember a couple weeks ago, if you're in Ontario, there was a Wednesday, maybe a couple weeks ago, Lori was hosting a birthday tea party for me. Anybody who knows me knows I love my tea. I love my tea parties. Bangle Spice is a favorite of mine. Lori always has that one ready for me to go. She made all kinds of wonderful little sandwiches. Janice made scones. We had all kinds of great stuff. But our friend Shelly got stuck in the snow in the storm and couldn't make it. And so she put this in the mail and it got to me just beautifully. But look at this neatness of this card. So if I can tilt this, the little cupcakes actually have a little paper wrapper on them, which makes me think, guys, this is a, what do you call that? Papyrus. I can do that. I think I'm going to take a muffin cup liner and I think I'm going to cut it apart. I don't know. Janet, do you think I'm crazy? I think we could do that. I think that would be a really pretty card that we could make. I mean, it's a really pretty card just as this. And Shelly has such fun writing. I just love reading when she writes. So I got this card from Shelly. I want to share you. This is going to be inspiring for another card somewhere else. And then this one, guys, I got to tell you, this one just stole my heart. Can I tell you a little story about why this one stole my heart? So this is a thank you card. So Ashler is a wonderful gentleman. He is a young man who I have only recently met in the last couple of years. He's been hanging around Tyler, who's Lori's son. And Tyler only has good people, I think, in his friendship circle. So I usually like them pretty easily. But Ashley kind of came into the group and my goodness, I just fell in love with him. He is okay, Kiara, you are on. We're going to figure out different designs when we are having some drinks together. It is going to be the cupcake card. We are doing that, my friends. Maybe for video 100, maybe not. We'll see. But back to the story about Ashler. So Ashler was getting married and Tyler was invited to go to the wedding with Brennan. Good friends, all of them, and they all play rugby together. So there's a video that I will try and figure out how to link when this gets public of me making a wedding card that Tyler and Brennan had ordered for their card to give to Ashler and his beautiful new wife. Well, didn't I get a call at the beginning of, actually, it was more than that. It was almost a month's notice when Ashler called me and said, hey, Sherry, could you make a handmade card for my wife? And I loved hearing him say wife because they've only got married in the fall. So it was beautiful. Her first birthday since they got married. And he wanted to pay me for it. And friends, I make videos. I absolutely, okay, the cupcake cards are winner. We're totally going to do that, Janice. I don't need to get paid for making cards. I make cards. I'm looking for people to give them to. I created the card share so I'd have more friends to give cards to. My mom's fridge covered with cards. Mom, if you're there, hi. Ashley wanted to pay me for this card. And I was like, no way, Jose. I'm honored that you know that you need to get your wife's card for her birthday. And I'm honored that you would want me to be a part of it. But then Ashler kicked it up a notch and he sent me 3 really cute pictures of their chocolate lab dog. And he found out her grandmother's favorite flower, which was a dahlia, and her favorite color. So he didn't just come and say, can you make me any old card? He was like, can you please put pictures of our dog, a flower of her grandmother's and colors that she likes together. And so we did it. Woo! And when I gave Ashler this card, he laughed and said, I'm trading you a card for a card. But look at this. This is a young man. Please, let's not be stereotypical here when we say that boys don't think about wonderful things like this, because he clearly did. And then he wrote me a novel inside to say how great it was. And it ends with thank you so much for putting your time, money, and energy into a perfect accent to Megan's special day. And I just love it. I mean, honestly, this made me so happy. So I hope that I share that story with you tonight to let you know good people doing good things make me just so happy. And this thank you card filled me with joy. So we are definitely showing off wonderful cards tonight. And absolutely, Bella, happy Easter as well. And happy Easter. So let me show you guys tonight what I'm going to work on. You're going to start by choosing which one of these we're going to do. Now, I am learning. Ashler is one of the best. It's so true. I love him just dearly. I am going to get you guys to choose. So look at these. These are Tim Holtz beautiful dies. Now, Tim Holtz dies are intricate. There's a lot of work in them. So while I'd love to make 1 million of these, I'm only going to make one. And you guys are going to pick for me. So bunnies are going to be our, wait, that's not bunnies. This is bunnies. Bunnies. Where's my camera? Bunnies. Okay, so these are the bunnies and Easter eggs. Look at them. They are so cute. Okay, and then these are the little chickies. And the little chickies are on like a little bit of grass here. And so we're going to make an Easter card tonight. I've done a little bit of prep work so that I can make the Easter card because all of this is going to take a lot of time. But what I'd like you to do, oh, Kiara, you're 100% on the chicks. You're 100% on the chicks. I wonder why my camera feels backwards to me tonight. Chicks. Okay, so chicks, we've got vote for chicks. We've got bunnies. So okay, I see, oh my gosh, Janice, you're coming in with chicks. I see Lori voting on chickies here. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. I hope I have enough yellow paper. Oh, this is good. All right, everybody vote in the chat. We're going to give it a couple more because right now the chickies have it. I'm telling you, the chickie. Okay, look at that. Even Eric says do the chickies and chicks or kicks, whatever they are. Look at that. Judy is here. Judy, you have got to put your Instagram handle into the chat tonight because I am telling you guys, Judy not only just has the most gorgeous, when you meet people and they just have like a way of being pulled together that is awe-inspiring. Well, not only does Judy have that personally after years of practicing as an incredible nurse, but man, her style is in everything she touches. So Judy, you have to let people follow you. She can set a table. I am so waiting to see what she's going to do for her Easter family dinner table. I bet it will have grass and bunnies and all of the good things on it. Okay. Janet, I wish I had not made this a vote because I really wanted to do bunnies and you and I are alone so far, except I do see Lauren is on Facebook. So thank you for letting me know you're on Facebook. I'm glad it's working because I wasn't sure. Chicks are going, if I could do both, I would do both. Look at that. I think chicks are winning here for sure. And then Fred, I don't know, did you come over and pick up Sarah's card to type in her Instagram as well too? I would love people to follow another beautiful heart maker. He's looking at me from the other room as if I'm saying, like, do you really want me to come over there and do that? Yeah, could you? He's got to put stuff down if he's coming over. So we're going to get you some fun stuff in the chat in just a moment. Let me put this over here. Now, last thing I want to show you as we get started with this. When you buy dies, they come in little packets. So we have decided, everybody say hi, Fred. We have decided that we're doing not bunnies, but chickies tonight. Let's do the chickies. We're doing chickies. Okay. Mailish, can you type in, where to put it? Right here. This one for you. There is Instagram handles on the back. Okay, so when we buy these, they come in a little envelope and there's a whole bunch of dies in here. These are beautifully, beautifully made. I find that the Sizzix product and the Tim Holtz stuff is absolutely high quality and immaculate every single time. So we're going to do chickies tonight. If I have time, I will do bunnies as well, but we're not going to have time, friends. I've been talking so much already. But didn't I say at the beginning I wasn't going to do quite as much? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm so glad that you're here, Carmen. Yay. So glad to have you. Oh my goodness, my friends. Okay, so a couple things I need you to know. Being organized as a crafter does not come naturally. Many of us do craftatrophies on our desks and we put things down on the floor and everywhere and it just gets really messy. But this is a product that I have loved from the beginning. These are magnetic sheets. Now I want to show you. So these ones are Papercrafter's Workshop. I got the 5x7. I'm just going to open this up and show you because it is really wonderful to understand that when you have a little bit of organization in what you're doing, it allows you to be more creative in your endeavors. So It's nice and firm, like a piece of cardboard. I could bend it a little bit, but it's nice and firm. And what this is going to allow me to do, see, it's magnet on one side, Papercrafter's on the other side, is take all of these little dies, and I'm going to throw my other camera on here, even though my hi Luigi. Let's add this and let's go to this so you guys can see. All right, so this is the magnetic sheet that I've got here, right? And these are all the dies. Now, if you just leave them loose in the bag, I think you're going to lose some of them eventually because there's little ones and there's big ones. Hey, who's yet? Look at who's here. Look, I'm talking about your sister. I'm talking about you. Sherry, who is the owner of Papercrafter's Workshop, and her husband, Matt, have been so generous with their time as I've been getting to know how to work in this industry. And I loved being at their booth all weekend long. We had the most fun. Okay, so Sherry, question for you. Do you put them down on this side or do you put them down on this side? I'm going to see. So all these little guys, I think we put them down on this side, right? The magnets. Ha! Look at that, the magnet side, friends. Okay, I'm okay. I knew your ears were burning. I was definitely talking about you. Okay, so what this does is allow me to take all of the little dies that are inside this pack, and I can put them carefully onto the magnet, and then I end up with a really beautiful way of having them organized. I can see them at a glance. I know that they're all safe and secure. I can pick them up and get ready to do that. Cutting with them, it's all the good things. These are a couple little extra pieces we might need. Bring that guy back. Oh, Tim Holtz, how you get me with the little dies every time. Okay, so these little pieces here, I cut out last time I was using this, and then I save little pieces if I don't use them in the last project in the bag. But look at that. So from one kind of hot mess in a bag to a beautiful magnet that has these all nice and secure on them, but then take that one step further and I pair it with the Hero Tools regular storage envelope. Now, Sherry has these in the store ready to go. The different size magnets, she has different size pockets for them to go into. But then here's the pocket, and this can easily and smoothly go right into, I got the wrong size, Sherry. I got 4 by 6 and 5. Usually. Oh, I can hear Fred's volume. Can you turn your volume off, Fred? I'm not sure he can hear me. If anybody wants to in the chat, tell him to turn it off. That'd be good. Okay, I picked up the wrong size. The other ones are in my closet. I'm going to get them. But essentially, these go in here, and then you've got a beautiful pocket to keep all of these in, and you are well organized and ready to go. You can add in the picture. So this one's a chickie. So you're ready to rock and roll. It is an absolute saver for my craft space and to be able to working with them. Now, I always do like to have a little tool with me so that I can put my dies as I'm using them and I'm building things out. But those were a couple things I wanted to show you tonight as we get going to ensure that we have a nice and tidy. So here it goes. The 5 by 7 goes in the 6 by 8 pocket. So if we're looking at this, I got guess what I'm ordering with it next year, the 6 by 8 pocket. They're perfect. They come together so beautifully. And there's little ones so that if you have small dies or just sentiments that you want to keep, it is beautiful. And then let me just go back here. Thank you, Fred, for typing out Sarah. This is her Instagram handle. Beautiful card. She's the one that did the toilet paper one. I stinking love you, it says. Okay, so friends, tonight, I've got my little sidekick. It is going to do some fun. You guys voted for chickies, so I'm doing the chickies. All right, we're going to do chickies, which let's take our picture and take a look at it. There's lots of different yellows. There's some grass that's here, and the card that I have pre-made so that I can put it on is in a nice pink format. And I've got this little bit of green. This is a lawn fawn. Beautiful spring 6 by 6 package that I use. So I'm going to show you some other things that I did to zhuzh up the envelope. You guys always take good care of me, and I love you for it, Terry. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to build on, but first we're going to cut some stuff out. So while I'm doing this, I would love for you guys to tell me some of your favorite Easter hunt stories. Now, maybe that's just your favorite. Okay, guys, first, also, please follow Judy. If you would like any inspiration in just about anything, she can put pillows on a bed and make it look absolutely gorgeous. So it is so fun to be able to be inspired from so many different ways. And her use of color and the palettes that she comes up with, Judy, I love it. So I'm watching for your Easter table. I hope the pressure's on, my friend. Okay, tea. Oh, that feels better. Okay, so now I have a way of keeping my paper that I'm not sure is You are too funny, my friend. I'm not sure is the right way to do it, but I didn't know what else to do. So my sheets of paper, I buy an 8.5 by 11 colored cardstock, different weights that I use for different purposes. And what I do with them is I keep them in a file folder. So a box that would be like a file folder, like a drawer in a file cabinet. So I keep them in there, labeled by colors of the rainbow and very easy to get. But when you cut a piece of paper, I don't put it back in that folder. I have a second box. And that second box also has the file folders labeled, hanging file folders labeled. And I put the scraps back in there. When I'm using tiny little dies like this, I go through and just pick out the colors that I want to be able to build out these dies with the small leftover pieces that I have, right? Does that make sense? So I'm going to start rooting around for some yellows, some greens, looks like some oranges, and Lord help me, I might just use a pen because these are the eyes. Can you see that? How tiny that is? Little beaks. So in the chat, I want to hear your favorite Easter candy. Tell me what they are. Cadbury Easter cream eggs, probably one of my favorite. No, I said that wrong. Cadbury mini eggs are one of my favorite with the hard kind of candy shell. Lindt chocolate bunnies are a favorite of mine. So you guys go wild because I'm going to have to stop talking for a few minutes while I get some paper out from under my desk. Talk amongst yourselves. And light up the chat. All right, look at, clearly made the chickie out of this last time. I'm going to use that again. I'm going to come up with some more yellows. I wonder if I've got these little pieces were from a project. Ooh, this one might be nice too. It's kind of a creamy yellow. These little pieces are a bit different. Then some really buttery yellow. Ooh, I got some really vibrant yellow. And maybe a bigger piece just in case. And this is orange, but that looks too small. So here's my 5 folder with all my little pieces. And here we go. Starting with the ears. Yes, Lori, the favorite is to eat the ears first. Okay, I'm looking for some orange here. Ooh, I got lots of nice oranges. We just need little pieces, so we're going to get that. Must have done some little Halloween critters with that. Let's see if we can use that guy. I think that will be enough for the orange. And some green. Okay, green must be a color that I use a lot of because look at this. Look at all these greens. Woo! All right, so the green, where's our inspiration picture here? There's kind of 2 or 3 colors of green in the grass there. So let's try that. I'm going to go, now my background is green that I'm going to use as well. And it's very pastel. So I don't want to go too earthy. I want to stick with sort of those kind of Eastery colors, like it's supposed to look like an Easter basket at Easter, right? I like how bright that is, but it might be too much. There's a little bit of darker green, not too earthy. Ooh. Can we use glitter in something? Maybe. And I saw one piece was quite a bit darker. So let's see what we come up with that. Okay. All right, we've got some of those. And then the black we might have to come up to. So on my desk, I've got I'm going to change over our view so you see more of my desk. Just make sure I don't have my tea anywhere. Mini eggs. Those are a favorite of mine, Tyra. Totally a favorite of mine. Okay, so let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. Okay, I'm going to hang out in the corner up here. Nope, I'm not. There we go. Remember, 100 videos. I still know nothing, apparently. Okay, so I've got my sidekick here. I've got my dies here. I've got to put my little die pieces in. Ready to go. Sidekick needs to come a little bit closer to me. Anything chocolate. Absolutely. And Claude, you and me, baby. Glitter for the win. We're making glitter grass. Okay. Favorite Easter chocolate. Oh, Laura's Secrets. Yes, the secret egg, the one in the yellow box. Is Laura's Secret still around? I am going to need one of those now that you've mentioned it. Okay. All right. So here's our picture of inspiration. I'm going to move that over to the side so I can see it. Going to start with some of the grass. So let's see the glitter one. Now, I think too, we're going to cover up quite a bit of the base. So let's go glitter on the big one or glitter on the second one. I feel like there's quite a bit more showing of the second one, but let's try it. We're going to go glitter on the big one. Glitter on the big one because it fits. All right, the nice thing about using a die that's this tiny, has this many components of it, is that this can sit on my desk and my little sidekick does just a great job of cutting these out. I'm actually going to flip it over because I find cutting in glitter paper, there needs to be, why you turn? Am I backwards? There we go. It needs to cut through the glitter from the back of the paper. So let's see if I can get this done well. These Tim Holtz dies, please don't let me down. Oh, they cut it out perfectly. Okay, so let's see. So we have our first little piece, and that's going to be the glitter grass is hard to say. And I love the anything lint. I went and returned something today at a store that had a wall of the little golden bunnies, and I nearly brought all of them home for us. Okay, so there's the glitter. That guy aside. That's one. Now let's come in with the next one. And I think that was the big one. So I'm going to go with this bright green next. Now, some people want to use their scissors and do all things great. But when I'm doing things like this, it's okay to go ahead and just use your fingers to tear off that little piece. It's a piece of scrap paper anyways. And okay, the Laura's Secret is at Shoppers. This is good to know. Easter Bunny, if you're listening, please go to Shoppers and get me a Laura's Secret egg. Okay, here's the next guy. So now we've got our green grass that's going to stack on this one. Okay, that looks looking good. And then we're going to go for our last green color in this dark, dark one. And I don't need all of this green. I can probably use this scrap for something else. So I'm going to put that back into my scrap box and get this ready to go. And then we've got our grass. All right. Here we go. So it's been interesting learning if showing on Facebook is also good, because I'm strive to be a YouTuber. So I'm trying to learn all the YouTube things. There's going to be an accent piece here. That looks good. All right. This goes here. And so if you're on Facebook watching this, thank you. I love being able to kind of grow out our audience and do wonderful things as I'm learning all the YouTube things and all the Facebook things. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and make the body of these chicks. And again, you can see in Tim Holtz design, what he does is sort of layer up a bunch of different pieces. So I'm going to try and pick a darker yellow for the back, which if I look at these two little dies, this big piece looks like the piece I'm looking for, the dark one. So, or maybe the really bright one. I don't know that that's different. I think that's the same. I feel like I could not go wrong by doing these chicks again on this one. We're going to do that. Don't know why I didn't cut this off last time, but crafters do what crafters do, right? We're learning as we're living. Okay. Here we go. And we're all set. All right. So, little chickies. I'm going to just move my grass over to my little plate here. Now we're taking our picks. And the nice thing about these, let me hold this up to the camera nice and close, is that see on the indentation lines, that's to help me know where the pieces layer on top of each other. So it's a very not only beautiful cut that the dies make, but it's good like theory and understanding what's happening so that I can do a really good job of putting this together easily. Okay, now let's go with this light yellow to be the chickie body. All right. And I would love to know too, as people are kind of coming in and coming out, which is normal with the live stream, are you one of my new friends that we have just met? Because my friends, as you know, I have been growing and growing and growing, and I am very proud to say we are almost at 300 subscribers. When I met Sherry back in September when I started this, I think I was less than 100 subscribers. So by all means, thank you for subscribing. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe because it's definitely an important metric in all of the things I'm trying to do. But I am so pleased to have basically 300 new friends. So it's just lovely, lovely, lovely to have you there. Hello, Miss Tammy. Thank you so much, my friend. And absolutely, Suzanne, it's totally worth a woohoo for sure. Okay, so those pieces. Now, this little tiny orange piece and these little pieces. So this is yet another yellow. So I did that yellow. I'm going to come in with this yellow now. This is a tiny little sheet. Let's do that. And a very talented crafter could probably go ahead and do 2 things at once. I'm going to try. Let's see if my talent is growing. I'm going to try and see if I can do this and this. These are the little beak and feet extra pieces. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have faith, right? All right. Okay. So these little pieces, I'm going to just bring my tray closer to me so I can tip them into there. These are all the chicky pieces. Go back. And these little guys, wow, they're tiny. Look at how tiny they are. Okay, we're going to figure these out. I got a little beak. I got little feet. I think I might need new trays. What are these called? Plates. I think I might need new plates because once you cut and cut and cut into them, they start to fray, and you need to be able to update those and go back. They start clear. This is a better version of what they look like when they start. So, yeah, I hope that is going to be true in just a moment, Suzanne. I was just thinking of, wow, are all these pieces going to go in the right place? Okay, so from this, we did the base and the body. We did the little pieces here. We did the grasses. These are eyes, but I'm going to see if I can just do that with a pen. I'm going to move this stuff aside, and we're going to try and build. When I first started doing these videos, I was paranoid about making any mistakes. And so I prepped and I practiced and I did TV magic and I did all sorts of things to just make it easy for me when I was doing the actual live. Well, now I'm way more out there just having fun doing it, which I think is a great way to live. Doesn't always go perfectly. Tonight might be a good example of that. But why not, right? We're going to try. So first thing I'm going to do is build out our grass. This is going to be the card that we're using. So I took a pink cardstock to make the base. I used a white cardstock and embellished with the same as the background that I have here. And our little chickies off to the side. So I'm just basically trying to recreate this scene here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a perpendicular card. Landscape, I think that size is called that way. All right. So I'm going to do it that way so that I can fit both chickies. And then we're going to build up our little pieces of grass so that we have kind of a nice little scene here going. Now, earlier when I was putting stuff out to get ready, I opened up my glue bottle for my glue press and I put it in the stand. And then I came back and there was a pool of glue because it was a brand new bottle and I'd left it open for quite some time. So I closed it, but I have every belief that it's probably a little clogged right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively unclog that. And we're going to build out our little glittery grassy knoll, I think this is called. Okay. So we've talked a little bit about our Easter candy favorites. I am surprised nobody said jelly beans. I feel like jelly beans are a favorite for many at Easter specifically, because Easter seems to have special jelly beans. In fact, if Sydney was here tonight, at least I don't know if Sydney's anywhere near you, but if Sydney was here tonight, she would tell you the specialty Easter jelly beans that we get are the bomb diggity. They are a favorite. So anyways, we talked about a little bit of Easter candy. What about, do you have any Easter dinner traditions that you like to follow? Are you, kind of Christmas and Thanksgiving is a lot of turkey. What about Easter? What is your Easter favorite stuff for Easter dinners? Or maybe you're more of an Easter brunch family. There's a lot of people that do brunch, and I am a big fan of all food. So let's talk about food while I am gluing stuff together, friends. Just a little dab will do us. And I'm following those little indented lines. And let me hold this up to the camera so you can see it. Actually, it's a really nice, oh, Claude, I'm glad you said do the glitter, because look at that. It's a really nice way to kind of create dimension on a card without adding too much bulk. Okay, here we go. Absolutely, jelly beans are a Tuesday candy. I agree. And Ham and scallop potatoes. That's what are we having scallop potatoes? Actually, I think this year we decided we were doing garlic mash because we have somebody new in our life. Tyler's girlfriend is doing the sides this year, and we are excited to have her take over and give us that family tradition as well. Okay. Other favorites that you guys, is anybody a turkey? Turkey, I think, Sherry, I think you told me you guys are doing a turkey for Easter. That's a good one. Okay, so now, glazed ham with pineapple. Sounds good. I know recently, Suzanne, we were talking about your birthday cake, and you had said that a carrot cake was one of your favorites. And I'd asked you, which sort of things that you liked and didn't like. Anyways, Lori makes the best carrot cake of anybody that I know. And so when we started talking about that back for your birthday, which is the beginning of April, I mentioned it to Lori, and we have not been able to get carrot cake out of our mind. So she is making me a carrot cake for Easter Sunday supper dessert. I might start with carrot cake. Is that possible, Lori? Do you think we could do that? I think we could. If nobody was watching, I mean, how are they going to know? Nobody's going to know. Okay. So I did think about this as I put glue on the back of this little guy right now. Did I want to build him first and then put him on the card? Maybe. If some of my more talented crafters like Tammy and Janet and Judy, you guys have been doing cards much longer than I have. Maybe I should build this guy before he goes on instead of putting him on there. But this one's already glued down. I only thought of that as I went, so he's already there. We're just going to deal with it. And I think you're going over there. And I think you are going to be, where do you go? You are, that's a little tuft of hair. Okay, I'm going to build one at a time. We are definitely going to do no dessert before dinner. Lori, what the heck? It's going to be my last dessert of the season because I'm going back to my keto lifestyle. My doctor and I worked together last year to be able to figure out what was the right balance of foods for me. And I most enjoyed getting good proteins and good vegetables. So we landed on a vegetable protein diet, and carrot cake will not exist for a little while after this. So I might just sneak a bite. Okay, I need a pair of tweezers. This little beak is so small. Okay, I got the tweezers. Let me just hold this up to you. So building out, see how he's got, we're going there. Okay. I don't think I did a full sentence in there. Eric, I know you hate when I do keto, but that's okay. I lost 41 pounds last year, friends. So I think it was worth it. And I think I have more to lose. So 41 where it just had begun. Okay, so now our little Easter chickie has got a little beak. And remember, Suzanne, when you said not too long ago, wow, I'm so impressed you can keep track of all of these things. Well, this might be where it ends. Okay, I think this is his little tuft of hair. Let's see. Is that your little tuft of hair, dude? Yes, it is. Okay. Whoo. Okay. Now, one of the things I really like about doing crafting with my friend Janet, who's in the chat tonight, I see her there, is that she is always looking to shop your stash, which means not go out and buy something brand new just for the sake of buying something brand new. You have beautiful things, or you're using your beautiful things. So she and I agree on that philosophy, if you will. And it's a lot of fun to be able to go back through and see what you have, because I don't make so many Easter cards that I'm sick of this die and don't want to do it anymore. I want to kind of revisit favorites year over year and come back to it. And so that's what I've done with this one. It is not a new set. Now, Sizzix is good at doing things from the vault. So they reintroduce patterns and bring them back out, which is a lovely thing. And this is one that I don't know if it's currently available, but if you're new to crafting and you're buying a new one, that's great. That's wonderful. You know what, this would be a really cool thing. If my software let me do this, Tyra, I would do it every single time. And it doesn't unless I do this. Let's try. So on this, I'm just going to point to this with my tweezers. You can see the little indentation around this section. That's showing me where the little wing is going to go. The same is true. You can just sort of see where this little wing is. That was under him and then there as well. I'll show you on the one I haven't glued together yet, so you can see a bit better here. Let me just hold them like this. And it's all dark all of a sudden. Camera, come on, catch up. Needs more behind it there. So see those little lines? Those are the guides that are telling me where to glue things down. It's like a puzzle that we're putting together. So our little chickie is coming together. And I will figure out, I keep asking the provider of the software to get us the opportunity to have zoom in. It's just not in my version. Yes, that's good. So I can craft and chat, but sometimes I just stop and then I notice the time is flying by and I better get going. Okay, so now we're going to put this little wing in. Here we go for our wing. Maybe my Easter card will have only one chickie on it. Okay. There we go. And apparently there is a little piece that goes on top of that too. Now I know some people like to do Tim Holtz's dies that are intricate like this. And what they do is cut it all out in white and then they color it, which is way beyond where I am with things right now. But let's see, how do we look? Let's bring this up to see. So here's our first chickie. I mean, I might try cutting out the eyes and put a perfect little eye in there because what if I got it wrong? What if I got it wrong with that marker? Then I would have ruined my little chickie. Let's quick cut out some tiny little eyes. So get this guy sealed down. Get a little piece of black, brown. I just need a tiny piece. Tiny. Okay, another piece of black. Let's see what comes out of these. These are so small. I may regret this, but we're going to try. We're going to try. So one of the Easter things that my mom always did for us that I loved was those little eggs that are plastic. They come in two pieces and you pop them apart and you put the treats inside there. So we went and could do our hunting for our Easter eggs, and we would do find those in two different colors usually. She mixed and matched the bottoms and the tops, which I loved. That was a favorite of ours. So we would take our basket and we would go. Another favorite thing that I would do for Easter with my family was we got a new dress for Easter Sunday. And I love me a dress. So it was always a good day to have a new dress. Okay, so this guy, I'm going back here. He's got his eyes. He's this one, I think. Yeah, he is. Okay. These are so small. These are so small. I don't even know if I can pick them up with the tweezers. But for you, my crafty friends, I am going to try. Yes, I am. Here I go. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue down here. Oh my goodness. He does have two eyes on the side, though. He is kind of looking to the side. How am I going to do this? On. One. Little dab of glue. Nope, that's the wrong eye. That is strange to me that I could tell from this picture I had the wrong eye in my tweezers. Let's try. Oh my gosh. We got a little chickie with some eyes. Woo! Okay. I'm exhausted. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Okay, we did one chickie. We can do the other. Let's go for it. And I feel like we can just make this happen nice and quick. I'm going to try this method of doing it while I'm holding it here instead of down on the card first. So that's the first layer going to the next layer. Okay, and on this one, his beak is actually more on his face. So here's his little beak. Let me get a little touch of glue. Ooh, it's way too much glue. Take off a little touch of that glue and put his beak onto. There we go. Okay. Whew. All right, we got that. Let's do his belly. It's like a belly. It's got this cute little belly here. Come back to me. All right. I haven't seen my mom tonight yet. Mom, are you in the chat? I love the glitter glass too. Grass, I meant. Okay, so there's the little belly. And on this one is the little tiny wing. What did I do with his little tiny wing? I may have lost a little tiny part of his wing. Let's just check the desk. Check back in the die. Yeah, it's not there. It's not that important, friends. We're going to be okay without it. Now we're going to give him his beautiful orange feet. Won't need much glue at all to hold these down. And I picked up the wrong guy. That one is for him. What are you? Nope. These ones. Can you see how tiny those are in there? Those are the cutouts I'm about to take out. 1, 2. Oops. 2. All right. First this one. And then this one. Okay, so now we have 2 little very orange feet on him. Let's try our little eyes. 1, 2. They're like little sesame seeds. That's how small they are. Okay, 1. 2. And the glue gives me just enough float time that I can put his eyes back in the right spot on his head. Okay. So we put one together on the card, one together not on the card. I feel like his little feet need to be orange too. Since I've already got them cut out, why not? Let's get that going on. Interesting that the feet are one's left and like one's facing one way, one's facing the other. Like these little feet don't fit on that part. Somebody who is an engineer figured that out, not me. All right, now we've built up our little feet. Let's get that over there. And this guy, I wonder. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea, friends. This is another one my friend Sherry taught me. These are action wobblers. These are action wobblers, and we are going to use a tiny one. Okay, so this little doohickey here, little doohickey. This side is paper. This side is plastic. The plastic side is thicker. And what I'm going to do to this is put it on the back of the second chick that we did. And it is going to raise it up, yes, but it's also going to make it wobble. Let me show you. An action wobbler. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so I've got the first part on the chick. See how he's got a spring in there? Okay, I don't know who's getting this card. It might be me. The Easter Bunny might be bringing me this card. All right. Actually, Claude, I think this would be a good one for me to bring to Mama Claire. Gotta figure out how to get this off the back. It's not coming for me. There, one side, 2 sides. Really, the backing is supposed to come off pretty easily, and I am just all thumbs tonight, but that's okay. It'll just take me a second and I'll get it. Really, I will. There, I got it. All right. Whew, I got it. Okay, so see that little spring that's in there? Watch this. We're going to put down our chickie here. And now see the spring? Wobbles. Wobbles on the card. He wobbles. It's an action wobbler. Ah, I did it. I did it. Okay, and then the last piece here, this egg that we did earlier. I feel like we can maybe put the egg here. Yes, I think 3s are nice in design theory, so I'm going to put the little egg there. Just build him up a little bit. And put that down there. The wobbles are the best. Look at that. Look at that. Yay! Action wobblers. Oh my gosh, we did about 60 of them in the make and takes at Scrapfest this weekend. All right, a little egg is going to go there. Wobble, wobble. It's a little spring. Yay. Okay, now we've made such a nice card. I wanted to show you. So something else that dawned on me. A lot of people that I talked to this weekend were talking about their, they're unsure about the price of things and the tariffs and how things are going to be affected. And so not only like Janet was I thinking about, how do we get the best mileage out of something that we use again and again and not feel that I have to go get something new. If I didn't have something Easter, I would like to go shop for my Easter stuff. I love the Wobblers as well. It's so cute indeed. But having this in my kit made me say, okay, I don't need to buy something new for tonight's live stream. I'm going to try and use this. And I think this card would make anybody happy. I'm going to do some sort of sentiment, I think, up here for Easter. And then inside the card, I've got a nice band that echoes the front of the card here. But something I had as a neat idea. So my friend Sarah that brought a card over for me tonight, she always uses the highest quality envelopes and doesn't seal them when she's handing me a card. So here it's just got my name lightly written on it here. And I thought, oh, I have an idea. Let's get this one and use it in the Regift Boutique. So I took the cardstock that I'd used, so the pink cardstock and the green backing, and I cut out a couple ovals. I'm going to take this, Claudia, if you were still here, this is the size of tape runner that you and I got at the Scrapfest. Okay, so this is going to go on the envelope and give it a second life. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right in the middle of the envelope. And now you don't see where my name was. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue the pattern of what I used in the card. And basically, I've got a whole new envelope again that, basically it came from Sarah's house to my house down the street. And so now I'm going to be able to put Mama Claire in here. And then we're not done yet because I cut this out from the same piece of paper. And I want to be able to just put the back flap so that it's perfect and beautiful. And look at this. Right up against the edge. And before you know it, something old is new again. And we have a fully matching set. I love that you think this is a brilliant idea. And it's totally repurposed. It's a wonderful way to take something that's very high quality and give it just a little extra life without having to invest tons of more money into it. Just using up the scraps of what I did. I'll show you that the pieces that I used to make out the card literally were just from the scraps left over of what I was doing. And the big scrap like this, for example, will go back into my scrap bin to make future things like this. So friends, there we have it, an Easter wobbling chickie with a nice little embellishment inside and a beautiful reusable envelope here on the outside that we are doing to ensure we get the most out of our stash. I love that you love this idea. Thank you for saying it's awesome, Janet. My gosh, friends, it is just so much fun to be able to do that. And I got to go back to, I love the wobbles. Look at that. Look at that. Let me come in close so you can see the wobble on this. And I'll hold it up this way so you can see that action wobbler's there. If this was going in an envelope, it holds it down. And that's fine. It can go in the mail. But here it is. It is such a fun, fun way to say Happy Easter to all of you in video 99. Woo! Can you believe it? So, friends, next week, by all means, I am going to be back with video number 100. And I would, hey, Lauren, I'm so glad that you're here. The wobble is so good, right? I got to tell you that the wobble just kills me every single time. I love it. And I am glad that I did the little eyes in the cutouts that Tim Holtz designed. And look at the glitter. Can you see that absolutely beautiful glitter grass at the back there? A little egg here. I love it. I think it's so good. It's so good. Video number 99 has been just fine, my friends. And next week we'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday night to do video 100. I would love it if you would tell your friends, bring the whole bunch. They don't have to go anywhere. They can be in their jammies. Heck, they don't have to wear anything that they need to anybody to see them in because I'm the only one that's on camera. It's going to be fun. So we have beautiful glitter to go. Carol, the last 10 minutes, I love that you are here. That's so fantastic indeed. The glitter is a favorite. The wobble is an absolute favorite. And then taking Sarah's envelope and just breathing new life into it so that I can give this to, and I have decided it's going to be Mama Claire that gets this card this weekend. Maybe I'll actually get a French saying for her because she's an Hulette. And so, yeah, maybe I will work on that. Claude, maybe you could help me with that too. So friends, thank you for making 99 videos of card making so fun. A very happy Easter to you and your family, however you are celebrating it. I hope it rains chocolate in your house or jelly beans, whichever ones you would prefer, both if you need them. And I thank you for being part of this wonderful community. It is absolutely sensational to wobble, wobble, wobble with you. Have a great rest of your evening and a very happy Easter, friends. Thank you so, so much. We'll see you next time.